Welcome. So this is a bit of a rant video by me. You know, what cheeses me off about the new world order, as it were, the way the world is now. And I'm not talking about the whole world, I'm talking about the western part of the world. A lot of Europe is like it. And you know what I mean. It's got these new sort of movements. We have the SJWs, the feminists, the MeToo movement. It's because these people are so false. You know when they're talking and whatever that this isn't really what they think. So they're lying, they're being false, they're not being true. You can feel it on them as well. What annoys me mostly of all, though, is there is no justice, because these people lie and cheat and steal and everything, and they get away with it. It's just not right. And if you take away justice, then you may as well take away the laws. And if you take away laws, what sort of country do you really have? And I'm talking about like the Kavanaugh debacle. Was that woman who was obviously lying, or certainly not telling the truth the way it really was, has anything happened to her at all? And the answer is no. She just disappeared and nothing happened to her. And that's not right, because she caused a lot of pain and anguish to the Kavanaugh family, for one thing. And she was lying. And it was so obvious. So how come she can get away with it like that? And the same as the Me Too movement. They lie completely outright. They're found out that they're lying eventually after it's cost the country money or time or whatever, or they destroyed somebody's life or something. And there's no sort of payback for them. They get away with it. It's not right. And that's what the biggest annoyance for me is. There seems to be no justice. We all know what justice is. When we see somebody who's really, whatever, a man or woman, doesn't matter, and they finally get justice put upon them, we feel, yes, we go, right, that's well done. And we feel better about society and everything. But when there's no justice being dished out to anybody, no matter what they're doing, specifically on one side this is, by the way, a woman goes into court, she lies about being raped or something else like that. She destroys a man's life, or more than one, and all of a sudden it's found out that she's lying. She admits that she's lying eventually. Well, she can't help but because they've got so much proof or whatever. And what happens to the lady that brought these allegations? Nothing happens to her. It's just obviously not right. And if there's no justice at all like that, what the hell is the point, if you know what I mean? I should imagine that all of us at some point, even me, has screwed up through their life at some point. Justice was served, and it's made me a better person. But if there's no justice, how can you make yourself a better person? If there's no recourse, there's no deterrent, what's stopping them from keep on doing it? And also, these celebrities nowadays, and some of these people are celebrities for no apparent reason. I don't know what they've done in their life to be a celebrity, but they're just a celebrity and that's it. And these are horrible people. They're not nice people. They're not people to look up to. They are quite disgusting people, to be frank. So that's another thing that really annoys me. And they're making all this money. And they're lying and it's all false. I don't know, I'm going the wrong way, maybe, I don't know, maybe I should become a celebrity of some sort. Nah. And also actors nowadays. Actors think they're something obviously more than just an actor. They think they're the most important thing in the world, because now they're coming out in their soapboxes and telling us what they think and what we should think. And I don't care what an actor thinks, to be frank. I only care if they can act in a film or some sort, because that's who they are. It's like saying a carpenter comes to your house and he instead does design work. It's just, I don't get it, what's going on there, right? So actors, please, just start acting properly. And let's face it, there's not really any great actors anymore. I mean, like Gregory Peck and those Cary Grant, these are actors. These were actors, okay? What have we got now? The Rock Is he an actor? He was a wrestler, and he's always going to be a wrestler in my eyes because that's where he sort of shined. He can't act his way out of a brown paper bag as far as I'm concerned. He may be big, but that's it. I'm sorry, he is no Arnold Schwarzenegger. And he's made some films and they've all been duds, but they keep pushing him. And, you know, they say, oh, they're going to have to like him at some point. I don't like him as an actor, okay? He can't act. He's got no charisma as far as I'm concerned. Go back to wrestling or something like that. And I still maintain that a lot of the trouble in the world and places is because they've let women into these power situations and they've just screwed everything up. It's not saying, okay, I want it for me. It's just that they've screwed everything up because their brain does not work in a logical manner. And you can see the higgledy-piggledy all over the world now. And not all over the world, of course. Just Western world, yes. And a lot of Europe is that as well. And I did hear that in Sweden they went because they wanted to be socialists and all that, because it's all female government nearly, and they found that they were losing so much money that they kind of went sort of capitalism a little bit as well. So that tells me that, you know, their socialism wasn't working, but they won't admit that, of course. The thing is there has to be accountability and there has to be deterrence for doing, you know, things. And if there isn't, we are completely lost. So what do you people out there, you guys think out there? Do you think, do you get what I'm trying to say here? You know, or where I'm coming from? Because I'm getting a bit confused myself. What do you people think out there? Do you think, you know, that there has to be accountability and would these people stop being false and just say what they really mean? You know, because we're such a cook society now. It's so wimpy. And I just wish that one day I'd be able to turn on the go to a media site or go to a site and see some good somewhere. And every day I look and I cannot find it yet. And it worries me a lot that things aren't getting corrected. And how far are we going to go down the hole? Because it's going to be a long climb out. Oh, I feel better for that. It's therapeutic for me, you know. Thank you for listening to that. See ya.